Warning: the following content contains language that may be inappropriate for younger viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Welcome to the Let's Get Heavy podcast, where we explore the realms of heavy music and have conversations with some of the most talented bands in the genre. This episode, I'm joined by the band Veiled to discuss Download Festival, their new album Sect, recording a video in abandoned church, and what is in store for the future of the band. So without further ado, let's get heavy. So, first of all, I want to welcome you to Get Heavy UK. Here we like to highlight bands and promote heavy metal throughout the metalverse, of course. Positivity, what we're all about here at Get Heavy UK. So, let's have before we get started, how is everyone?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Excellent. I am good. Thank you very much for asking. So let's have a brief history for those who do not know who Veiled are. So first of all, names, if you don't mind, and your roles in the band.
I'm Kyle. I'm vocals.
Next.
You go. I'm Rob. I'm the clean singer and rhythm guitarist.
I'm Jamie. I play drums.
I'm Sam and I play guitar.
Nice to meet you, lads. Nice to meet you. Like I say, for those who may be just discovering the band for the first time, can you give us a brief overview of Veiled's history and how the band formed?
Well, I guess probably one of us best. Yeah, we've all been in bands and projects and just known each other quite a while. Originally formed around two years ago now, is it? Yeah, 2 years. 2 years ago, and yeah, deathcore. If you want to know a little bit about us, I guess we call deathcore. That's what people say. Whatever part of that spectrum you want to put us on, by all means. Yeah, been together about 2 years.
Released an EP last year.
Yeah, released Black Right EP last year, and then we've got Sect coming out this year. This week.
Friday, if I recall, isn't it? 18th.
Yeah,
this Friday.
Very,
Very close now.
Been a long time coming. And
yeah, man.
So I joined these guys December last year, was it? Roughly?
February this year.
Yeah, February this year.
It was early this year, but yeah, it feels a lot longer.
Time.
But yeah, even the work that I've put into the album is nothing compared to like these guys. So I'm stoked for them as well to finally get this album out.
Nice.
It's been a ride to get everything. I think some of the tracks that we've got there, like looking back at the old demos, it's like last touched 2 years ago or something like that, and like from the demo file. So like, shit, we really had some of these songs for like 2 years, like at this point, like since before before we released the Black Right, like we'd already started work on this pretty much.
Wow, so it's definitely, like Kyle says, it's definitely been a long time coming then.
Yeah.
So what were the initial influences for the band?
God, for the band as a whole, I guess it's just anything spooky, anything scary, anything that elicits a fear of an emotion of sort of fear or terror sort of thing. In our old project, we had our final track as that band sort of morphed into something that wasn't really, it was like way too heavy for the project that we were on at the moment, and we were clearly going down a new path at the time. So yeah, we just really capitalized on that final sound and we're like, right, how can we push this to the next level? What do we need to be doing? Yeah, and just really honed in on that. Influence wise, like musically, we go for more cinematic pieces, like original soundtrack sort of stuff, like from games, films, like just listening to that sort of stuff, having visuals on screen whilst we write, like just gameplay or films whilst we're writing to give a little bit of, that cinematic sphere to.
And is that kind of where the masks sort of came from?
Yeah, it's always been sort of some sort of ideal for us. Like we've always been cinematic in a sense. Whether that's in his music videos, like we always wanted to be cinematic with our music videos, even in our old projects. But it's just something that, again, we really capitalized on. I thought like we do this really well. This is something that we seem to be unique about us in that sort of sense. I'm not saying we're the only band to do like mini films for music videos or what have you, but it's something that we're passionate about. So we thought, yeah, let's take it to the next level and let's bring the cinematic feel of the music videos that we have to the stage, to all aspects of it.
So, I've always been interested about how masks are created. Do you create the masks, make the masks yourselves personally, or do you outsource them to somebody else?
I feel like I'm talking too much, but at this point, I made all the original masks, like the one that Kyle's wearing, and the one that Sam's wearing. I made those, and then crafted them around heads, and then we all put in ideas around what we wanted on the faces, the shapes, and that sort of thing. And then since then, Tucker's made his own mask. I don't even know how you made that one, brother. And then this one was outsourced to Tristan in Spain. No, not Spain, sorry, in Mexico.
Right.
And Adam, our bass player, he's just got one from Tristan as well. Just purely, I wanted something. It was just a hobby for me in that sort of sense. I can make masks clearly, but I wanted something a bit comfier, a bit better fitting in that sort of sense.
Bit of longevity to it as well. That's not going to break easy.
Yeah, I would say longevity, but like the certain areas are starting to rust now from all of the sweat on stage and that. So,
Sweat, blood, tears,
Oh.
snot.
Mate, you're painting a lovely picture for any band who wants
You
to.
should see the inside of these masks, man, after a show.
We'll take the mask off after a rehearsal after a show, and it's literally steam.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just bad.
tasty. Love it. So since the band's inception in 2022, you've just continued to grow, move up, and it shows what bands can achieve when you put hard graft in, lads. So absolutely well done to yourselves. Like you've just touched on before, 2023, you released your EP, The Black Right, which got some great reviews, one notable from our friends at the Razor's Edge. And moving into 2024, where we are now, you've continued to grow again, taking on new challenges, new paths, which has led to you to play Download Festival, which is probably one of the biggest festivals in the world. What was the experience like for the band?
Yeah, an absolutely incredible experience. I think it opens your eyes into this whole world that's out there that, bands can achieve and, play these insanely big stages. Like we were talking earlier about how the tent that we played, it was bigger than the second and third stages in the main arena.
Yeah, it was the third biggest stage. So there was main stage, second stage, and then there was the tent we played. And
The Dog 2 stage, that's what I think that's called.
yeah. Thought we were going to be tiny with it being outside of the arena and what have you, but then I think they made it bigger this year because they had like Charlie Simpson DJing on it, and then the Bowling for Soup acoustic sets and stuff. So they made it pretty.
I think it's roughly the same size as a Sophie tent at Bloodstock, if you've ever been to Bloodstock.
Not been, but I've heard.
But so honestly, and you just packed it out, didn't you?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You just had an absolute amazing turnout.
Yeah, they said it was like a 15k capacity. I don't think it was full when we went on, but yeah, they said it was the biggest opening crowd in 15 years.
Wow. Wow.
Still blows my mind, like to set that kind of record.
That's insane,
Yeah,
that man.
It got like halfway into the set, and like I just looked up at this sea of people, and I just sort of like snapped out of character a little bit. I was like, holy shit. Said it over the mic as well. I was like, oh no.
And did you say you were first on?
Yeah.
What day?
The Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh, mate. Honestly, like I say, and people hadn't even been drunk or so, like, you know what I mean? So even better for you guys. Absolutely well done, smashing it so far. It's just absolutely amazing to see.
I'll be honest, probably one of the better days to play because it was before the rain had started.
Oh,
First day, everyone's kind of like just getting into it, and there was no rain. Everything was dry. It was indoors. It was great at that point.
oh Jesus, yeah. I didn't attend due to work commitments, but I've seen the pictures. So yeah, it's called Download for a reason.
Yeah. It wasn't as bad as like Download, the official Download, whenever that was a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah.
It was a slog. My calves, after like just trudging through that mud for like 5 days straight. Oh man, it was.
I'm not see. It's hard. I can't tell which one is considered because I was at 2012, which was the 10-year anniversary when it was Black Sabbath, and that was pretty bad.
I was at 2013, so I just missed that one. Yeah, Sam just saying our tent flooded like 3 times when we were there. We're just like,
Jesus, man.
It was so funny to witness. Like I prep. Like my tent was solid. Like nothing was getting in there, and then just looking out, and they're all outside trying to put the tent back together.
It was bad, yeah. Like Mr. Ex-military over here, like he's got a tarp over the tent. He's bunkered down everything. It's fantastic. And then there's us like wrestling with a tarpaulin or like a sheet that we're trying to put over it, and it's like blowing away, and like we're just like, not what we want.
Why can't I see Kyle just sitting there with his beer? Do you need a hand, lads? Do you need a hand?
It's gone for Kyle because whilst we were away, like I'm sure Kyle like saved our tent like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all heroes wear capes. So, what were the band's initial? Sorry, we've already done that. My apologies. How did playing such a prestigious festival impact the band's career and fan base? Download.
Anyone want? I'll go. I guess it just sort of cemented, like Carl said, cementing what we can do. I mean, ask any of us in 2023 or at any point in our like careers, really. Like, you know, do you think you'll ever actually play Download? And it's always a dream, like Kyle said, but it's one of those.
Yeah, I think we proved to ourselves more that you know we can go on there and play those giant stages.
Yeah, and it's not just about like getting the opportunity. It's about how you are when you're on the stage as well. How you look, how it feels, and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I think I had the same sort of feeling. We all came off afterwards, just like, did that feel a bit too natural in a sense? Like, we all kind of came off feeling like that's just how we were meant to feel, kind of thing. And yeah,
like, born to be there, man.
Yeah, almost like it's all born to be there. I thought I'd get on there and I'd be like really overwhelmed or like that many people. I mean, I've played some big crowds before myself. I mean, we all have, but never that. And I thought it might rock me a little bit or like a bit nervous in some sort of ways. But no, from the first moment we stepped out there, we all just really killed it. Like no one really.
Drove you.
Yeah, it was really driving. Like, yeah, it was.
It makes you crave it more.
See why, but it makes me see why bands. And I've said this to the rest of the lads, like why they crave more and more. And you see bands, like at times we've said in the band, I'd be really happy if I was, you know, if I was this level or if I were that level or if I could just play this venue every night for like 2 months or something like that. But after playing Download, I understand why bands do go for more and like think, you know, about the next level or like adjust their sounds to appeal to getting more higher up the festival slots and stuff like that. I understand it because it's a craving. It's addicting, like playing something like that. Yeah.
Only imagine, guys. Only imagine. And again, 2024 has been continuous, and again for yourselves. Moving on into September now, you've released your latest single, The Sentence, which is banging, lads, smashing work. Can you tell us about the inspiration behind this latest single?
Sam wrote that one, so yeah, get close, little boy.
And we just wanted to write something that was sort of like, balls to the wall, heavy sort of thing. But obviously,
Achieve that, lad.
but also like, keep our twist of, oh no, it's not. Sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong song there. That's my,
Getting some insights into songs that's not even released yet.
no, that's my apologies there.
I mean, they're all pretty balls to the wall, so it's a good
Yeah.
it's a good description of any of the tracks, to be honest with you.
man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I got kind of caught myself there. But yeah, no, we just wanted the whole track really to be balls to the wall, just kind of show that, we're not all just clean choruses and stuff like that. We can't, we are heavy as well. But yeah, I mean, that's about it really.
Yeah, sort of an in and out, like less than 3 minutes on that track, like just really showcasing what we can do. Yeah, like every time you listen to that track, and even as someone who's been so close to writing that track, it's every time I listen to it, I'm hearing something new. I'm like, oh shit, Kyle's vocal parts just sound ridiculous. Or then you hear, I mean, the drums for me are one of the biggest parts of that song, and Tucker's playing on that song is ridiculous. And then you hear the lead guitar and Sam's just constantly shredding, and then you're like, oh shit, the rhythm guitar's actually going mental under there. But somehow it doesn't sound a mess. It's just all together in a way. It's just layers upon layers, and I love that track. It's so fun to play.
It's like beautifully chaotic.
Yeah.
Also.
So, what's the story behind the sentence?
So the sentence, I do like to leave it open to interpretation a little bit because I want people to take away like what they want from when they listen to the lyrics and stuff. But the sentence essentially is the part of, I'd like to say, everyone that has at some point where they get that low, and essentially the sentence is, I don't want to be here. I want to kill myself. So it takes to, you've got that voice in the back of your head that's dark, and it's sort of the battle between you and that voice, which is what the sentence is.
Oh, very heavy, man. Very heavy. Mate, I think everyone can relate to that. I think everyone's been there at some point in their lives, some more than others. I think a lot of people would take a lot of solace from that, because us here at Get Heavy, we're strong mental health advocates. So, yeah, man, that is a very heavy song.
It's I get the mental health thing. I'm glad that comes across in it as well. I originally got the inspiration for the song when I was visiting my nan in the care home. She was essentially dying, and she had dementia, but she sort of snapped out of this dementia state for just a little while, and she told me and essentially that she wanted to die because she couldn't deal with what was going on with her at that time, and that's why that's the sentence that the sentence is talking about essentially.
Wow, mate, thank you for sharing, because that kind of be an easy story to tell, especially with someone.
I don't even think I've told these guys that.
Wow.
We didn't know that, so thank you, Kyle.
Yes, thank you, Kyle, for sharing. Like I say, to share with someone who you've never even spoke with before. Thank you very much, because that is
heartwarming. It's fine. You've got to be open and spread awareness, and
of course, yes, respect to you, big love to you. Like I say, we're big mental health advocates here, so nothing but love for you. That is amazing. Whew. Wow, how come we? So, I was just about. So, anyone else got a message or story that you'd like to convey through the sentence? Any other messages?
Well, in terms of, there's always sort of two kind of parts to the songs, really. There's the lyrical content that we have, that often either mirrors what we're doing in the video, or just is somewhere along that lines. But then there's if the song has a music video, and the actual content of the music video. That one's just more telling Kyle's story of kind of how he joins the sect as a whole, of the world that we're building in the album, and all of the music and videos that we've done before. And yeah, that's just his initiation, the ritual that he goes through for for the leader of the cult and what have you. And I think a lot of our ideas and lyrics and what have you do mirror that kind of thought of like either suicide or control or mental health in that sort of aspects, because that's what the characters in the world they play on, the demons playing on your insecurities and that kind of thing. So that's where we channel a lot of the
Yeah. Like Kyle says, everyone's going to have a different interpretation of the song, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'll all have our own little interpretations as, each individual member, from the person that wrote the lyrics to the person that, just listens to the lyrics in the band, or the little added bits that we all add in. It means that little bit different to all of us.
Yeah, man. Which brings us to the debut album, the full album. Am I saying it correctly? Is it Sect? Am I saying that correctly?
It's set, yeah.
Yep. Due out this Friday. That's October 18th. What can fans expect from this album in terms of sound, themes, and overall vibe?
Let Tucker have some.
Oh, Tucker.
General unease.
No, sweet. I love it.
That is, in my opinion, some of his best work we've ever done. It's basically, for me, it's a showcase of what we've got to offer and what we can hopefully expand on and grow as a band.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything I'd say about it. Just a showcase of everything that Veiled is, everything that Veiled could be, and it's a taste of what's to come, really, because we're only just starting to dip our toe into certain waters. Some of the songs,
I like that.
Like I said earlier, I think that we've been working on for like 2 years, and what have you. But then some of the songs only just made the album. Like we wrote like 4 months ago or something like that. Like we've been writing very continuously, and these newer songs that we've managed to get into the album there, it's really showing where we want to go in the future as well. So
nice. So are there any particular tracks or moments on this album that you're especially excited for fans to hear?
I'm fed up of listening to it a minute. I've heard it that many times. No, I'm joking.
Going through it and trying to learn what we wrote 2 years ago at that point, so it's listening to it over and over again. But yeah, my favourite track is probably Lament. I'm really happy with Lament. It's just heavy. It's balls to the wall. I mean, again, I've said it before, but most of the album is. But that's probably one of the heaviest and darkest tracks, and I'm a sucker for big dark things. Yeah. And Sam, I believe you were saying about Hellbound.
Yeah, I'm excited to release Hellbound, mate. It's not as balls to the wall. It's a bit more emotional, I'd say. Yeah. But yeah, it's a bit of the different side to us, rather than it just being heavy as well, which, like we were saying earlier about us.
More melodic.
Yeah, it's weird to say that it's the most melodic one or what have you. It's less hectic or what have you, but like honestly,
it is very hectic.
It's ridiculous still to say that. It's the lightest track or it's the most radio track on the album or what have you, but it's still, if you showed that to a Victorian child, they'd have an aneurysm sort of thing. Yeah, witchcraft in there. It's one of them.
Wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, that's still massive. It's still huge. It's still stupidly heavy, but then it's really emotional at the same time, that track. And me and Sam are suckers for a big old chorus.
Sweet. Any other tracks that we're looking forward for fans to hear? What's your favourite?
Mine's Hellbound 2.
Hellbound 2.
Hellbound 2?
Yeah, it's better than Hellbound
1. For me, one of my favourites, The Root of Man's Impurity. It's a really good song.
That's an awesome song title.
Yeah,
We have released a track listing, haven't we? We're not just giving all the information away.
that list is out there. It's good.
All right, cool.
I wouldn't worry about this. This will probably be out after the release of the album anyway.
Yeah, I think we're fine right now, Kyle.
So yeah. I think you're safe.
Yeah, but it incorporates some some female choir opera sort of stuff, and I'm a sucker for that. So when I heard that the first time, it's been a favourite through the entire process.
What made you go choir?
Just part of we've always been rather cinematic with how we write, and then
orchestral
so with that cinematic kind of feel to the music, to the videos, and making it as much like a music video, that sort of seeps its way into the music with having orchestras in there and having choirs, and then just expanding from there.
So did you experiment with any new sounds on this album? I know you like your eerie type vibe, especially when it comes to your intros.
Yeah, say so. Yeah, definitely. We experiment a lot more with pitch shifting on the guitars. Just like, you'll probably hear on some of the stuff it would just going stupidly low with like the guitars in. We're already playing in like what would be normal bass register, and then we're taking that down an octave, 2 octaves from there. It's just going stupid and trying to have that real contrast between really disgustingly low notes and then like the leads or the little twiddles or however you want to put it in there.
Guys, I think he's going to have to add some sort of disclaimer to this fucking album, because I think people's going to have really bad necks after this.
We
hope so.
I was gonna say we do have disclaimers before our live set about the amount of strobes in our set. So.
Oh, really? That's good. But just on the
either leave or make sure you're taking your tablet, whatever it is that you do. Either that or just avoid us live, because it's hard.
Not worth it.
It's not worth it, man.
No.
We haven't got the insurance or the liability for that. We've put the warning there. It's you're at your own discretion.
To be fair, I think that just makes people want to go to it more now.
Good.
That's what you want to see. That is what you want to see. So what was the recording process like for this album? Was there anything different from what you've worked on in the past?
I think we do everything in house, so I've got the ability to record from home. These guys have as well, and like our bassist Adam, like he's an unreal like producer, like mixing guy, and he does everything that for us. And we send stuff off to him, it comes back, and it sounds 1,000 times better than it did. And he's so these guys were better off telling you about the instrumental recording itself.
Yeah, so like we were saying, we've been working on this for like around 2 years now. So before Kyle was in the band, and we had like about 60% of it fully recorded with our old vocalist Jamie, and then he ended up leaving, so we had to get all of that re-recorded with Kyle. And I'd say the biggest difference is having a new vocalist, of course. Just the new way that we've worked in. I used to track everything for Jamie, everything just recorded here, because Jamie wasn't the most technical of people in that sort of sense. In his house, he didn't have a way to an area that he could record himself or anything, so everything was just done here. And it was, I'd say it was really nice being able to send this off to Kyle and then be like, here, do the vocals, and have it off my plate in that sort of sense. It was really nice.
So has everyone kind of chipped in on vocals, or has it mainly just come from yourself, Rob, and Kyle?
Vocally it's myself and Kyle.
When it comes to writing, or does everyone kind of chip in with ideas, etc.?
I think Sam.
Yeah, lyrically a lot. Sam over here. Point to the mic.
Sorry.
A lot of it's Sam, but we all tend to have a say in things. So like we'll all either Sam will come with here's a song, And then we'll all kind of sit down along
Vice
with
versa.
with the whiteboard over there just behind Sam's head. It'll all get written out and take out some words, or I don't like this section, don't like that section, or what have you. Some of the songs Kyle wrote entirely himself. I think Asphyxiate and The Sentence and stuff like that. And yeah, we all chip in at points, and sometimes the lyrics are just fine, and you just end up like, yeah, that's perfect. There's nothing I'd change about it. But we all do have a lovely say. There's no one with a kind of backseat of like, do what you want kind of thing.
Yeah, I hear you.
We've had many a vote.
A democracy band. I like it.
Yeah.
So, any guest appearances on this album?
Not on this one, no.
No?
No, not on this one.
Maybe in the future?
Maybe in the future. I mean, that entirely depends on.
I've got a few vocalists in mind that I'd love to do
Oh,
bits with.
anyone in particular? Are you allowed to give names?
I don't want to spoil it.
Oh,
All of these features anyway. Go for it.
Jesus,
Listen,
man.
They'll do it for free.
That'll go fun, me.
Yeah, fun me to get Kyle's dream vocal features on there. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone that I'd say no to at this point, to be honest with you. I mean, there's so many phenomenal vocalists out there. I mean, Will Ramos would be amazing, but would that be slightly predictable at this point? You know what I mean? Just with how much we've been compared to Lorna Shore at this point, which I think is mental, because there's fucking Lorna Shore.
Chelsea Grin, vocalist.
Yeah,
Tom Barber.
I'd love Tom Barber. Is Tom Barber right?
Yeah.
There's too many Toms.
It's hard to keep track.
Yeah, it's Tom Barber, because he used to be in Lorna Shore as well. So, yeah, I don't think Kyle's. Well, not that he's not a fan of Chelsea Grin, but he's not really checked out much of new Chelsea Grin post Alex Coelho. But yeah, I'd love Tom Barber. I've always thought he's just a masterpiece of like modern metal vocals. Like, there's almost nothing that he can't do. Yeah, he does Darko. Yeah, isn't he?
And probably
Tom,
one of
please, if you're watching this.
I think a personal favourite would be for myself. The Joiners would have to be Alex Terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane. Yeah, I was speaking to Loki, the guy who does all of their music videos. I do lighting myself on for other bands and music videos and what have you. I did one with Loki like a couple months back, and he was showing me all the voice messages that he gets from Alex in like broken English sort of thing. I was like, that's amazing. He's great, man.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah, just that he said like everyone's thinks of him as this big like terrifying like person, but he's a real teddy bear like in real life kind of thing. He seems really cool.
I kind of get that vibe from him.
Yeah, I'd love to have him.
I've seen a couple of interviews, and I get that vibe from him. Definitely.
We saw them play at Download, and yeah, they were next level on vocals.
Yeah, Alex is ridiculous.
Yeah. I had to travel from Newcastle to go catch them in Birmingham. What a performance! It's just what a mountain of a man, and what he can do on stage is insane, incredible.
I did with Mike.
Yeah, he's mental. I think something out of left field, if we had to, because I mean, all these people you could definitely understand why they'd be there with us. But I was speaking about this earlier. I'd love Brian Garris from Knocked Loose to feature somewhere if we could somehow fit that into a track. And I know we have a lot of hardcore sections as well, kind of thing. In Root of Man's Impurity that Cal was speaking about, there's a big old like hardcore section in that. But yeah, I'd love to get him on somewhere. Obviously, God knows how much he'd charge.
You don't ask, you don't get, though. So
Well, this is it. This is it, mate. This 100%. Shy Ben's getting out, as we say here in the tune. Shy Ben's getting out. So the worst that he's going to say is no. So
Yeah,
Exactly.
give it a shot.
I'm sure someone at the label can contact someone somewhere and see what they got.
And that's actually what's mentioned in the label. It's a good segue into that. So how has it been working with Seeking Strike?
Robert.
I'll go for it. I'm just conscious of talking too much. But yeah, it's been great. It's just sort of all ramping up at this point. We've got to give them something to work with. So up until now, obviously besides the EP and what have you, and we've not really given them anything to work with in that sort of sense. So
It's kind of pushed it back a bit, and it's
yeah,
delayed being able to work together as much.
yeah, there's a lot of delays, especially with the album, and it was one thing this year with switching vocalists, like I mentioned, and then it was kind of when we were mid finishing up, and it was like Kyle cracking the whip on Kyle, like finish the album. Then we got the news. Oh shit, lads, you're playing Download. So it was Down Tools rehearsing all the time to play Download at that point. Like we're not looking shit on on stage at Download. So the album got pushed to the back a little bit, and thankfully the label were really understanding of that. I don't think anyone would not be.
Yeah, I think we only had like 2 practices before we got told about Download or something.
Yeah. It was that was pretty much it. We had two rehearsals with Kyle, and I think.
Wait, so was that your first show, Kyle, with the band, or
It was actually the second show
I was
I
gonna
ever
say
played with Veiled.
first performance Download Festival? I would have been shitting bricks, me like.
Oh yeah,
Joined the band and speed run Download.
yeah.
Wow.
Speed run.
Yeah. It was a mental time. Yeah, we didn't think we'd get it because we put. I think Kyle joined, and then we filmed our submission video for Download as kind of almost like an audition, not so much an audition because he was in the band at the time, but just like let's film it, let's get some content, let's see how we all sound and look together. We sent it into Download, and then we got the news that we're like, yeah, you're playing, so. Right, shit. Down Tools. Album's on the back burner. We don't care
Stop
about
recording.
that. We're going to Download, boys. So, but yeah, once we actually got everything together, and in the past few months, once we've been dropping things, and all the videos coming out, and the push that we're getting behind this, it's been great. It's been really
nice. So on the
really as well in that sort of sense, just let us kind of get on with it.
Yeah, man. So obviously, like we've just said, Friday the new album is out. Along with the release, is there a video coming along with it?
There is indeed.
There is indeed.
There's Hellbound. Actually.
Hellbound. Oh, right.
Oh, Hellbound already. That's coming out on Thursday. The music video is coming out on Thursday, 17th, and then dropping on all platforms everywhere on the 18th.
Yeah, that's the last one, isn't it?
Yeah, last video for this cycle. We've got something big. Well, I think it's something big. I really like the video for this one. It's really cinematic.
It was really scary to film.
Yeah, it was really really fun.
Did it even give you guys the chills?
Oh,
Yeah.
it was.
Definitely.
Just in an abandoned church at midnight.
Damn.
5 times.
Yeah, it was pitch black in an abandoned, like, there's no roof on this church, so it's just like trees that have grown in the middle of the church.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a beautiful place to film, and yeah, it was very haunting. Like, there's graves obviously everywhere around it, and it was lovely. In the darkest of senses, but it's really picturesque, really cinematic. It was really fun. And like Sam said, I think I was in costume at the time, and then I ended up. I was carrying a light because we were moving to another location. I was carrying a light. I was in my big old flowy costume at the time because I didn't want to get out of it and then get back into it. And then I was carrying a knife because that was part of the. You'll see in the video. It's part of the video. Ended up stepping over a branch, got something caught somewhere. The knife ended up nearly stabbing me, and all I was worried about was like, please let this 600-pound light not be broken. It's not that. It's Stevens, our videographer. It was like his light. I was like, oh shit, please. Because it turned off as I fell as well. So I was like, oh no.
Just impaled in the darkness.
That's when all ghosts come as well when it's dark.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think Kyle, you had your lad with you on the second shoot that we did. How did he find it? Was he scared or?
My son loved it, man. Like,
Nailed.
took him along. He was doing some behind the scenes shots and things, and he was just happy to go. He was running off into the dark, and like I'm shouting him to come back. Like,
I'd have nailed that lad.
I bet you've got some funny stories. I bet you wound each other up, did you? Trying to scare one another, did you?
I really wanted to, but like you get all these thoughts kind of after.
Oh, damn, I wish I'd done this.
Yeah, we're just kind of in like a guerrilla operation
Yeah,
almost. It's
literally.
it's military operation. Just get in, get out, get your stuff filmed and go.
Absolutely carry.
Yeah, because I don't think we were meant to be there.
There was no signs to say that we shouldn't be there, and
We had to climb to get in.
it was next to a police station. If someone didn't want us there, the police would have told us to not be there. So yeah, we're fine. We're all
I
good.
was just did you just have permission?
Yes.
Oh, you just have I like the spot. Let's record.
It's next
For
to
the
a,
record, we had permission.
it's on a public footpath, so
Just when you said you've got to climb, got to climb to get in. Yeah, did you have permission? But good. I'm glad it's had permission. What's it like? Yeah, did it feel weird recording your first videos?
I
Or does it-
wouldn't say so. Not. Yeah, we've all sort of done music videos in the past, so it's all second nature to us.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's
I hate them, man.
Yeah.
not having a
Like,
mic, stuff
What
like
do you
I just
just?
hate.
What do
I
you
just
just
hate
like?
filming. Like, I just feel awkward. And you get tired and constantly, you're throwing yourself about like an idiot, and and then some old couple walks past with the dog just looking at you.
That's the thing with
That's not going to be weird. We wear the mask as well.
yeah.
Yeah, midnight. Someone's got these creepy masks on, walking the dog. Yeah, that's just an average day, I suppose.
Oh, we went to myself and Sam. We went to film a playthrough there, a guitar playthrough, and we're setting up. We're sat there, getting the lights. The same place that we filmed the music video.
Right.
And a group of teenagers just turned up, about 10 of them, and we were like, "Oh God, here we go!" And so, by the way, you're just getting in the way a little bit, but like they were ultimately really nice, and they were saying, "Oh, you guys, you play metal? What'd you play? What'd you play?" So we were just humouring them at that point. I'm like, all right, lads, well, see you soon, see you soon. They walked off into one of these many abandoned rooms in this church, and just started like singing. Just did choir practice, like singing "Stand By Me" and such. I'm like they're all there in the roadman get up, like puffer jackets, like fanny packs or whatever you call them. That sort of shit. Like they're all dressed up like full on chaps, I guess you'd say, and then just start singing "Stand By Me" in an abandoned church at like 7 o'clock on an evening. It was the most surreal experience I've ever been through.
You're not giving him a job.
Never judge a book.
Do you want a piano on a song?
Yeah. Should have hired him.
You'd have done, I. That would have been free of charge as well.
Well, we'll get them next time. I think there were another two of them when we went to film the second part.
I think it's a weekly occurrence.
Yeah,
so.
I think they just got there to do choir practice so they don't get piss taken out of them.
Bless them.
Honestly, we're great.
That's why they go to a abandoned church. You'd nick that spot.
Like,
Can I come to this place anymore? The metalheads are taking over.
yeah, I thought they were taking the piss at the first because they were like, "Oh, you guys doing music? We do music." And like one of them, like, "I play piano." And I'm like, "All right, cool, sick lads, nice one." And then I thought they were taking the piss. They got into the room and then started just singing. But honestly, they went on for like an hour. I thought they'd be done after one or two songs, but no, they were going for it.
Well, the next time you need to hunt them down because they could be. Hey, if you ever do another big festival, get them hired for your choir.
Exactly.
I'll be sick.
They would actually.
So, what are the goals for the future of the band?
Album 2.
Let's get album 1 released first.
Yeah. No, just carry on. Like, just I think for the foreseeable future, I think we're going to be pushing this album as much as we can. Obviously, we've got a lot of shows lined up in 2025. Got a few days coming up with Draconian Rain. And it was the other band, sorry.
Perpetual Paradox.
Perpetual Paradox.
You just recently announced that, didn't you, for November?
Yeah, we announced it today, I think.
Oh, today I thought it was yesterday.
Is it in November?
It's hard to keep track of everything that's going on at the moment.
Is it November? Is that when them shows are? Is it early 2025?
February.
February.
Yeah, through February. 20th, 21st, and 22nd of February. I think it's London, Birmingham, and Leeds.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the calendar's getting pretty. Every time I look at the calendar, there's like something new on there, and I'm just like, "Where's this come from?" And it's getting pretty full.
Do any of them venture you to Newcastle?
Don't
be disappointed if you say no.
This is going to show my extreme shocking knowledge of geography, but where's Nottingham?
That's nowhere near Newcastle, mate.
Begins with N, so that's all I care about. I just put it in the sat nav and I start.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not.
So I'm technically Northumberland. I'm about an hour away from Scotland.
Right.
So if that helps. So I'm about an
There's
hour.
a Scotland one somewhere.
I'm closer to Newcastle, but it's just to get to Glasgow. It's still a 3 hours drive, but the border of Scotland, I'm an hour away.
Yeah, nothing around that end just yet, I don't think. And I think there's some things in talks, but all I know is the ones that we've had confirmed right now, which is those 3 dates, and of course our headline show next week. It is next week. It's fun, isn't it? Next Saturday.
Week on Saturday.
It's the album release show.
Yeah, release show. It's
who's on the album release show?
With that one we've got Rituals, Fracture.
Is that Rituals from Newcastle?
Yeah, Rituals from Newcastle.
Absolutely sick band. Great choice.
Very good thing.
Honestly, you'll sick them. Lewis is an amazing vocalist.
We'll get him up to do a feature.
Do it, mate. Honestly, he's an absolute amazing talent. So you got Rituals. Who else did you say?
Fracture from Sheffield, and a Steel Mage.
Ooh, good.
Steel Mage.
That is an absolute tasty lineup. That's definitely going to break some necks.
Yeah, definitely. It's
a couple of people's going to at least come out with a couple of bruises, black eyes, maybe it's even a couple of broken noses, maybe. But
we've got a record.
Pits all night.
That's what you want, isn't it?
We've got a reputation for it at this point. There was a string of about 7 shows where someone was injured or an ambulance was called at one point. All the same song. We've stopped playing that song now, thankfully.
I want to see a co-headline show with you and Exist Essentialist.
Oh, I'm sure there's been like talks of that in the past, but it's never like worked its way around.
Come on, us if you're watching us back.
Yeah, bring them around.
Yeah, that's sorted.
Yeah, I've played with them before, right? I'm sure we played in Bristol with them, if that was Existentialist. Yeah, I'm sure we played in Bristol with them in that tiny little venue downstairs. Do you remember it when there was like about 20 people and it would have been full?
So many shows now, man, isn't it?
Extinction as well, I think.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. And if that wasn't that show, we were definitely meant to do something with them at some point because they're very strong on the brain.
Cool, man. Sweet. So before we do call it a night, guys, is there anything else you wish to share with the fans?
Just check out the album.
Yeah. I don't think anything already said.
Please check out the album. Check out the single that's coming this Thursday. And just let us know what you think. Like, because obviously these guys have been working on this for 2 years, me for the past year or so. And yeah, we just love to hear your feedback on it. Even if you don't like it, because it helps us push and,
improve.
Exactly. You can't improve if you just get cold. You just get told that you're sick every 2 minutes. But just stream it, because this band is hemorrhaging money.
Yeah, just get it out there to everyone. If you like it, shout about it, because that's the only way we're getting out there at the moment. Just tell people about it.
Will there be physical releases? Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
No, not at all.
Look at it.
If anyone wants one of these, by all means, we have bundles available online. bundles, t-shirts, whatever you want. At this point, we've got them. And if we haven't got them, please buy more things so we can afford to buy them, which is the only way that we can buy more things.
And any potential vinyl releases?
We would love vinyls, however, yeah, they're stupidly priced. Yeah, we looked at short runs. We're talking thousands to just get like 25 or get 50. 50.
The cost we'd have to sell them at would be just stupid. So,
and if we were, I think I worked it out at one point, we'd have to sell them for like £35 and have to sell all of them to get a profit of 250 quid or something like that. It's to not, like, if we didn't sell all 20, like if something like that, if we bought 25 and only sold 21, then we would still be in the negative at that point. It's stupid price.
Yeah. You ever thought try and Kickstarter? I recommend this to quite a few bands, Kickstarter, where basically a kind of crowdfunding sort of thing, where it basically you're pre-ordering the vinyl before it's actually made, and then once you've reached the cost, then you get them made sort of thing with us. So that way it doesn't hit you guys in the pocket. It's what we kind of done with our own Get Heavy Fest merch, and it works really well. Like I say, it doesn't hurt you in the pocket.
It's just I just don't know how it goes. Like, well, it's something we definitely want to do, but we need to look into more because we're all very passionate about like having a vinyl, especially for our first debut album, especially as a collective. Not even as a collective. I'm sure as musicians, this is the first album that we've all put out. I don't know about Kyle. I think Agdown may have.
I just think it would look sick with a blood splatter type vinyl.
Yeah, but that's even more cost at that point.
Yeah.
Anything fancy on them? Because I'm sure I looked into plain black vinyls, and we were talking £1,000 for 20 or something like that. But yeah, so some sort of crowdfunder or pre-orders. But again, we wouldn't want to. I guess that's more business decisions.
Of course. That's understandable. It's all costing it, so totally understandable.
Up as say 10, 15, 20 people, however many wanted to, and then just because we can't meet the quota of, like, I don't know, a minimum order of 25 or 50 or what have you, and then
and let the people down that did pay.
Maybe we're underestimating in that sort of aspect, because it's just a scary number, is that, when you're talking that kind of money.
Maybe one day though. Maybe it's one day in the future.
I mean, definitely. I mean, we all want one ourselves, just for the walls and what have you.
I'm not saying that we can't release one later on.
Yeah, definitely not. I'd love to do one at least later in the career, and reissuing of it at this point. But
and are these CDs, by the way, are these on Bandcamp as well?
These are all on our website.
Just your website.
Is it?
VeiledUK.store.
Yeah. Something like that. You can Sam will fact check that.
I will fact check.
But if you go to our Instagram or any of our social media pages, it's plastered everywhere. If you want to get anything, head to one of our various social media sites, and the link will be there.
What's the link for social media? Is it just Veiled UK or
UK on everything?
The website is veileduk.store.
veileduk.store.
There we go. That's where you can pre-order the album, or you're going to wait until payday on Friday, get that ordered.
They've all the pre-orders have been sent at this point, so yeah, just get one, buy one, and you'll get it shipped to you.
Sweet. Excellent. Pleased to hear it. So is there anything final that you wish to plug before we call it a night, guys? Should any promoters, just in case any promoters watch us back, where can anyone reach out to the band and potentially book you for a show?
All of that, be it on our Instagram, Facebook messages, email our manager, pretty much any way that you can contact us, we will accept your invites and then send you on to the appropriate person.
Because with this new album, we hope you branch out to new locations that you've never played before.
Yeah, love to get out there in some other places, and with other bands that we've not played with as of yet, and
even venture into Europe, maybe.
Yeah, we'd love to.
Fingers crossed.
Definitely love to. But let's try and take Scotland off the list first.
Scotland and Newcastle.
in country.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much a separate company here in the north.
Yeah, I think we need to get. Well, have we even played London yet? Oh yeah, we've played London once. Or twice. Twice. I want to say
Once.
twice. Once.
I want to say once.
I want to say once.
I lost my mask and we never went back.
Yeah.
Everyone knows where I am, Congleton. That's brilliant. Right, guys. Well, thank you very much for your time. We like to end all our interviews with the Get Heavy Creed, which is the rules of the pit are the rules for life. When someone falls, we pick them up. Cheers very much for the evening and giving up your free time, guys. I appreciate it.
No worries. Thank you for having us.